Hey guys, how we doing? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome. We're back with another video. Now, before we even get into the topic, I want to pose you a question. Do you ever have those moments where you're just chilling at work and then it hits you? That random thought at the middle of the day where you're just thinking, wow, man, I could really be doing something else right now, but I'm stuck here. I feel that too, man. I feel that. And you're just sitting there thinking to yourself, like, man, if it was my day off, man, I'll be doing this and that. But then let's really look at your days off. Let's look at the average day off of the average guy. Day off comes around. And you're excited for it. You're happy. You're like, finally, man, I got my day off. I can finally do X, Y, and Z. And what happens? Nothing. You do nothing. Or let's focus on that. Not exactly nothing. You go gym, you do some work, which, some work is better than no work, at least, like, you know what I mean? Well, you're doing better than most people. And then maybe you do some meditation. But then here's the thing. If you were serious about this, you would notice that you were already doing this even on your days when you were going to work. For most of you. Some of you have very scary schedules, which I don't want, but good luck to you. But a lot of you already do these three things. At least you can switch out meditation for something else on your days where you work. And then you just stretch it out by doing literally nothing on your days off. And then you repeat the cycle. Which is why the title of the video is that every guy is doing the same thing every single day. And that's why it feels boring. You feel bored because you've done the same thing every single time and you're waiting for that special event. I don't know what it is, because everyone has the special event. Maybe the thing where the thing that they're studying for, it finally hits. The thing that they are working towards finally starts making results. And then I'll start having fun. When X thing happens, then I'll start having fun. X equals fun. But here's the thing. Every YouTuber's told you that, okay, cool. To get X, you have to work, 12 years? Or something? Like, oh yeah, to really make this real money, you gotta work at least 10 years or anything, right? Which, I'm not saying they're not right. I'm not saying that they're wrong either. That was a weird way of saying it. I'm not saying that they are wrong. What I'm trying to say is, if you're waiting at least like a decade to have fun, think about it. Are you just going to trade away 10 years of your life for the possibility of having fun, when instead you could just have fun today? Now, that sounds very dumb and simple, like, okay, cool, I can have fun today. Like, but that's not productive. That's not what self-improvement's about. Self-improvement's about not having fun and everything. No, I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is, on your days off, you could just do what comes to your mind. Like, for example, you have a skateboard lying around in your room. You have a keyboard, you have a guitar lying around in your room that you haven't worked on because you feel like you haven't got the time. But you've already done your hour of meditation, already done your hour of work, you've done your hour of studying, you've done your 2 hours in the gym. Last time I checked, that doesn't add up to 12 hours or 24 hours. You have many more hours left. So you can spend that doing guitar, working on an instrument, having fun, going outside, touching grass, doing cold approaches, doing literally anything that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel like an actual functioning member of society, right? Because all these self-improvement guys, like the ones which have made it, you see them just going out in the field and talking to people out in the street, talking to these girls out in the street. They'll go into this villa, they're going to this country, they're doing this, they're doing that. Obviously, yes, that is a bit pricey. I'm not going to say like, oh, you could do that today. But you could do some of that. Half the things I listed is free. Going outside and talking to people on the street is free. Some of you really want to improve your game, but you're like, nah, I can't do that until like I really get everything set in order. How about you work on it now? Because Charisma is a skill that has to be built, just like the gym. It's a muscle. Your brain is a muscle, and your brain facilitates charisma. That's literally it. And with that, how about you just do what you want? I keep pointing towards the board like I'm gonna write something, but I actually don't know what to write. But the main thing I want you to take away from this video is that you're keeping yourself within a cycle that is restricting you. And the cycle that's restricting you of doing the same few things, same 3 things. You study in the morning before you go to work, or you go to the gym after work, and then you repeat that every single day. And you keep feeling like your life force is just disappearing and vanishing, and eventually, but one day, this thing that you're working towards is going to happen. It very well might work and you might actually succeed, but I'm going to tell you this now. In the event that it doesn't work out, or in the event that you don't make it, you're going to look back on this life and really regret the fact that you didn't do anything fun, that you didn't consider the fact that today is a day. You only have a set amount of days to use, and you didn't use it any way differently than the last 50 days that you just had. I want you to really consider that. Every single day is an opportunity to do something new, learn something new. It's a blessing. Every day is a blessing. You're not guaranteed the day. So you can't just wake up and then spend it doing the same thing you did yesterday. I'm not telling you to stop doing your routines, but I want you to at least help evolve them. How about you add another block for socializing? How about you add another block for a hobby, like rock climbing? Or something, man. Like, you were born into this world to exist and enjoy it. You weren't born in this world just to do the same few things and work for another guy that you don't even like. I barely used the whiteboard in this video because this is something that's just between me and you. We need to discuss this. Like, a lot of us are doing the same few things and we have not made any progress. And the reason being is because, well, why should we? We have done the same few things with no expectation of becoming something new. We're just doing this with the expectation of finally achieving something that every other guy on earth is trying to achieve as well. We've lost what makes us unique, and we've lost what makes us feel alive. And that is sad. That's really sad. So if there's any takeaway I want you to take from this video is, do what excites you. Wake up tomorrow morning and ask yourself, beyond what you've already set out to do in the morning and the evening, what else could I do? What else interests me? When something pops out to you and you feel like doing it, instead of thinking, oh no, that's going to interfere with my schedule and my routine and all of this, think about, how can I fit it into my routine? Because you've already made it work this far. It's time to evolve it. There's a saying that I want you to take with you as well. Evolve or die. Throughout history, the ones that aren't able to adapt, the ones that aren't able to succeed and stand out, they're not remembered. We can't afford to be the ones that aren't remembered because you couldn't be asked to step out of your own routine because it was so important to you. You were so safe. You felt safe and comfortable. You can't afford to feel that. I want you to take a step outside of your shell. There's a quote from David Dida. Live beyond your edge. Live just beyond your edge. Meaning, don't do too much, but do more than what you're used to, because that's the only way you can even change or even consider yourself being different from the person that you were 2 days ago, from the person you were yesterday. It's your opportunity to grow and evolve, and I want you to take it seriously, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow, but we are guaranteed today, because I'm talking to you right now. That's the end of the video. That was more so a rant rather than a scripted video, but hey man, I got the message across.